So for lunch today, I think I'm gonna cook me some baby back ribs, and these already had it taken off, but there's sometimes a film on the back of them that you gotta peel off. These are already done, so I didn't have to do that. So to season it, I'm gonna use a little some garlic powder, some black pepper, and I'm gonna use a little bit of salt. And just because I like the taste, I'm gonna use a little bit of thyme. So let me do that. I'm gonna put the thyme on one side, and not a lot, just a little bit. Add a little salt. Go ahead and do the salt on both sides. And we'll add a little garlic powder. And some black pepper. So let me get that completed, then I'll show you the next step. And just so the ribs don't dry out, I like to put about a half a cup of water in the bottom of the pan, and then just take some aluminum foil and go ahead and cover the pan with it tightly. Let me get that done. Go ahead and set your oven at 350, and we're going to start off with 2 hours, and then I'll check it. So we've been about an hour and 20 minutes or so, and I just wanted to make sure it still had water in it. I'm not really going to check the ribs because I know they're not done yet. So we still got a pretty good amount of liquid in there. I guess I can poke it and see how it looks one time. Yeah, it's not nearly done. Just cover it back and let it keep going. We'll let it go for the full 2 hours. Okay, we've been cooking for 2 hours, and it looks pretty tender. The knife goes pretty much straight through. So got a few little spots. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer, and the water almost cooked out, so I'm gonna go ahead and add another about 1/4 of a cup of water, and we'll let that go another say about 20 minutes. Then I'll check it again. That was another 15 minutes. I didn't let it go to the full 20, so I figured I'd check it. I think it's probably gonna be done. It was pretty much there, so I'm happy with that. It's not quite where it's gonna fall apart, but it's close. So usually I would just do it in the same pan, but I want to make a little gravy and eat that over some rice. So I'm gonna take my ribs out, and I'm gonna do them I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce to it, and I'll put them in a different pan. So let me get that ready. So go ahead and get your favorite barbecue sauce. This is the one I enjoy the most, Bullseye. And I'm gonna just do it on one side, being this is the side that's gonna be getting the brown on it. And just pour a little bit of sauce across the top. Pretty healthy amount. I just take my brush, just kind of, brush the whole thing, get it nice and coated. And we're gonna set the oven to broil on low. And all ovens are different, so just definitely watch it, because this sauce can burn pretty easily. It ain't gonna take long, maybe 5 minutes or so. And just get it on both, on the one side. You could do both if you want, but I'm only doing one. Let's get a nice thick coat on the top of it. Now we'll go ahead and leave it uncovered, and we'll put that in the broiler. And you really want to watch it. Like I said, it ain't gonna take long. So after about a minute or so, I'll check it and see what it looks like. And here's the pan that the ribs were cooked in. And what I like to do is, like I said, if I would have left the ribs in here, but go ahead and try to get most of the grease off of it. So let me get all that done. Then I'll show you what I'll do with the gravy. And there's the finished ribs. Like I said, it might have took maybe between 1 and 3 minutes. Just keep watching it, and that's pretty much how I wanted it. So there you go, barbecue ribs in the oven. And now I'm gonna show you how to make the gravy once I get the grease out of it. I went ahead and poured the juice out, and I got a little bit of hot water. And I'm just go ahead and scrape all around the pan to try to get all the goodness from the sides and everything. And then I'm gonna transfer that to my little non-stick skillet and make a little gravy. That's why I didn't want to add the barbecue sauce to it. I don't really want to have a barbecue sauce gravy. That's why I did it separate. But usually I'll just add it to the whole thing if I don't want to make a gravy for my rice. But today I felt like it, so let me get that all scraped. All right, I got all the sides and everything scraped. Now I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it to my my non-stick skillet here. Now I'll make a little quick sauce. That at about a medium high heat. Give the gravy a little taste, see if we got to add anything to it. Nope, I think the salt's good. I'm gonna add a little bit more thyme to it. And a little bit green onion top. And we'll go ahead and add this is a half a teaspoon of cornstarch with a half a teaspoon of water. This ought to thicken it up perfectly, I think. And we'll just get this to where it's also thickened a little bit. Add a couple grounds of black pepper to it as well. And I'll show you once it's where I want it. And that's about the consistency I want. Like I said, it's not real thick, but it was just starting to get thick. And like I said, with the cornstarch, you want to cook it about 2 minutes. So there you go. Let me get it plated up, and I'll show you what everything looks like. And that's how we look. And like I said, it's just starting to get where it's falling off the bone. You don't want to have it where it's totally falling apart, but that's how we look inside. I mean, it's perfectly cooked. So that'll be a good little lunch today. I'll probably eat half of one, like half, like that one, or that one. I'll probably have one for lunch and one for supper tonight. Well, if you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel. But that's how you make barbecue ribs in the oven. 2 hours. Then I did another about 15 minutes, and then I did about 3 minutes when I put the sauce on it in the broiler on low. Otherwise, 2 hours and 15 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees, covered with about half a cup of water, because I did add some after the first 2 hours. Then I went ahead and degreased the pan, and I added a little bit of green onion tops and a little bit of thyme, and made like a little gravy with it. So that'll be my lunch over some rice with the ribs. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.